You like talking about fighting. I do. I do. It's not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do it. Because it goes right back into that other category when I was telling y'all.
Papoose and child Remy Ma have finally moved over their deception and false pretenses. Given how they are currently fighting one another, it seems as though their marriage is officially finished, despite a great deal of conjecture over their lifestyles and allegations of adultery. Let's get straight to the point, ground. As you remember, we talked about Papoose's new girlfriend, a boxer, and his desire to keep the relationship a secret for the time being. Let's just buy flowers for Claressa Shields, who happens to be the boxer's girlfriend. She is the first American woman to win an Olympic gold medal, the first person to ever become unchallenged in 3 weight divisions simultaneously, and the owner of 13 champion belts. My main query is how someone with this level of ambition and achievement can relate to the Remy Ma and Papo are terrible. Because Claressa had a movie about her life coming out on December 25th, she and P were trying to keep their connection hidden. But after saying, "F you and your movie," Remy Ma was able to get Pap's phone while he was sleeping and send all of their chats. She then posted some of the messages, including, "Dumb fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields lying in my house. He refuses to leave," after introducing Claressa to her phone. As soon as she heard my voice, she became frightened and hung up. "Oh, and darling daughter, I'm telling everything now." You are not the only one with end quotes. Remy Ma angered the internet over everything after Papoose restrained her. Even if Remy and Papoose effectively chose each other, don't you believe they have a type? It appears like she was tired of people thinking she was the only one going out. Again, but in a different typeface. People were stunned when Remy finally revealed who Papoose was having an affair with. One person who was determined to keep using the internet. Papoose quickly responded with a post of his own, saying, quote, "It's sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist who chose to cheat repeatedly. She is acting like the victim now that I have finally moved on. She would much rather control Chase on social media than handle this like an adult, despite my repeated requests for a divorce. As you can see, my 6-year-old child has to go to school. Therefore, I didn't want to become involved in this social media madness." Remained quiet the whole time. In my opinion, he probably wouldn't have spoken up if Remy hadn't drawn Claressa out in that way. But Remy is currently a lady who is despised. Remy was finally getting the attention she had been craving until Pap responded, and she literally burned to death on what was left. She revealed more texts that Claressa and Pap exchanged about their marriage, in which Claressa pleaded with Pap to stop his issues with Remy before they got out of hand. Quote, "Papoose, you effing dummy," Remy wrote. "Hello, Miss Shields. He took a screenshot of your combo before acting on your suggestion. He was, quote unquote, holding me while he got me arrested by the woman who hadn't cheated on him in 17 years and plotting with one of his chicks to attempt to ruin me. I received all of your messages and images from the chicks while I was away. You may have been exposed by the same woman using my position. He will claim to have written me in the sidebar. Think about that, rhymes. He threatened to do that last quote, which is if anything about me was him." Even though Claressa tried to keep her cool and say nothing, she didn't want to appear scared of Remy Ma, so she followed. The quotation can be found on Twitter. "It's incomprehensible that a 45-year-old woman would act in such a foolish manner. Behavior," end quote. Baby, as if she was waiting for Claressa to come out and play. Remy Ma swiftly punched back, accusing Pat of cheating on her quote. "Since I'm not yet 45 and you're 29, I'll just say, I'm not your enemy, but tell your partner to buy you some gifts and flowers." He was spending the weekend with his Cali gal, so he didn't answer his phone, but Claressa wasn't finished.
Y'all wanna know what really gets on my nerves, that grinds my gears. Grinds them so bad. Is that when y'all think I give a fuck. Listen to me. I do not give a about so much shit. And then it kill me when y'all think that because I respond, I give a fuck. I don't give a I be bored responding, needing something to do. I done worked out 2 hours straight. The rest of my day is free. I'm on an all fruit damn detox. I don't give a fuck. I'm bored. Don't ever think that because I responded to you that I care, because I don't give a fuck about you, about her, about him. I don't give a fuck about nothing. That's the truth. That's the truth. Because
She went on to say that she didn't understand Remy's rage because she had 2 lovers and that she wasn't wrong to wonder what Remy was drawn to if she had a guy and Pap had a woman. But Remy had more to say. Made a fresh post that, this time, featured the messages Clarissa had sent to Papa asking him to buy her gifts and flowers, with the words, quote, "Hey Miss Shields. Just like I was a single wife, I am good at being a single girlfriend. I'm the one with the bag, so please don't fool with me. I won't even buy you anything, and I'm not the enemy you want." He thinks he's the prize, which is why MFS just won't go away and will never purchase you anything. Actually, I'm over here feeling excited, and your boyfriend is upset. You said you felt stupid, but you also look the part, to be honest. He never knocked anyone out. Therefore, that was a lie, and you won't. Let's be honest. Breathe deeply and relax. Remy was incredibly organized. However, it's difficult to determine who could have prevented her. All bets were off once she made up her mind. Most likely, Remy was merely astonished to see that Pap wasn't the jerk she had assumed him to be, and she was even more shocked to see how fast he had moved on with Clarissa. The most unexpected revelation, however, was that she and Clarissa had actually been cool with one another at one point. Remy posted a video showing how often she and Clarissa used to talk, and Clarissa responded with a screenshot demonstrating that Remy had been a fan and had contacted her in 2020. Papoose, not to be outdone, returned to the discussion with a picture of Remy apparently cuddling up to the easily accessible block captain. He asserted that Remy would choose to spend Christmas with that obnoxious person rather than with their child at home. Remy swiftly retaliated, saying she had supported her daughter in refuting the charge. Remy probably spent her morning with her family, but she seemed to need a little something for herself later that evening, if you get what I mean. This lady, Clarissa Shields, I'm sorry, she wrote in her final Instagram post, capping everything off. Every day, the public relations team has been spreading untrue stories about me in an attempt to harm our reputation and portray her as a miraculous gift. She continued by saying that she had pleaded with Papoose to make a statement to stop the rumors, but he believed that the best course of action was to remain silent. He said he would never touch you because you're ugly, she wrote, exhausted. But don't worry, I witnessed everything. In a last shot, Remy revealed personal information about Pap's favorite way to get down, but the world will now see it because you're such a difficult boo. If you want to deceive the media, Papoose, might you also say that you like your played with while your legs are behind your head is cited.
After all these years, that Remy Ma and Papoose finally done call it quits. That man got sick of her. Like, ma'am, I sat here all this time and waited on you as a man. Because, you know, that's what women do. That's what women would wait on you. But a man, after you got sentenced, matter of fact, before you even got sentenced, men move on. And they be having about 5, 6, 7, 10 women lined up quick. But this man waited on you while you was locked up. They wouldn't let you out. And I'm talking about he got him a little thunder. Sis is young, pretty. She got her own thing going on. So it ain't like it's one of these little fans or nothing, baby. You up against something. Yeah. And you hurt. Now, you probably was the one in the relationship that was the abusive one. You probably was mental abuse. That man probably was real chill mode. You probably did him real dirty behind closed doors. And he stuck in the paint and stayed with you while you did him dirty. But now it's over with, baby. Karma is something else. Yeah, karma. Matter of fact, it ain't even karma. It's just that man know his worth and he leaving you where you stand at. Back there. Yeah, ain't no more us. Baby, take that ring off. Take it off, baby, take it off.
Who would have thought it was someone else, even when they said Papoose's new father was a boxer? Everything about this issue has been a complete mess. As successful as Clarissa Shields, hence her participation in this is completely inappropriate. In a video she posted online, she showed how to whoop Remy's butt with one hand tied behind her back. According to Remy Ma, who has been saying that she enjoys boxing, Miss. Although I'm worried about what might happen if these two women were to cross paths in public, Clarissa is capable of giving a world-class whooping at any moment. Remy has trouble controlling his fury, and from her online activity suggests that she has been troubled by the Clarissa and Pat Poop event for a while, and Remy's revelation of Pap's sexual preferences is a kind of revenge. Is such a loser move. She lost, and hearing Remy Ma depart so quickly is the most disheartening thing.
Something else, I'm an equal opportunity offender, and if I, come across a situation where a woman is a narcissist, I'm going to point that out as well. So while we're on the topic, Remy Ma, clearest case of a female narcissist, because girl, you literally were walking around with a whole man, going to rap battles. This man, his rap opponents are eating you up because everybody knows that you're cheating, but we didn't want to say nothing because, out of respect for the marriage, and we were just going to kind of wait. And especially since, Papoose wasn't saying nothing, so we wasn't trying to say nothing either. But if y'all haven't heard, Papoose is setting the record straight and basically saying that now that he's moved on and he's found himself somebody, now she got a problem. That is narcissism, okay? Listen, I'm always going to be a supporter of women, but I'm going to call shit out whenever it is what it is. I'm not going to be hypocritical. At the end of the day, that's a clear-cut definition of narcissism. That man held you down. That man was dedicated and committed to you while you were locked up for some shit that you did. You don't find men like that out there. You don't. Okay? So and if you haven't seen it, I'm not sure if y'all follow Gossip in the City, that blog page, but they posted the text messages and they posted Papoose calling her out. So narcissism, you can have female narcissists, you can have male narcissists. Although there are more male narcissists and a lot more male narcissists that are probably undiagnosed, but that's fucked up. Okay, narcissist is always what's good for the goose, ain't never good for the gander. And
they began arguing with each other while living under the same roof. Remy said she can't get a divorce from P since he's asking for a large amount of money, but it's also because she knows that Captain is easily blocked and won't be around for long.
Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
so he came up every day? Every visit?
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day, except for it alters on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. So literally the first year,
how
he
far
came
is
every day.
Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic.
So he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah, it got to a point where I had to tell him, like, yo, like, I'm good. I'm alright, and I guess when he believed it that was alright, and I was like, he was like, alright, cool, and then he'll come a little bit less. He'll come 3 times a week, or but it still seemed like he was there a lot. I spoke to him almost literally.
Since Pat moved on and started seeing someone who isn't just an Instagram user and has something going for her, Emmy honestly thought he would stick by her side and defend her like she was Cinderella. Baddie people would have backed Remy wholeheartedly in any other situation. But since everyone knows what happened, Remy isn't receiving any credit. Papoose is maybe the only man in history to have had complete female backing. Situations, including Remy, given that he had been devoted to her through everything, May ought to have accepted it in silence and let the man be happy, to borrow another quotation. Remy, a lady working in the Malal fields, one person, rhyming prison, cheating on the person who put her down in the clink, and being upset when your spouse finally had enough and walks on, are all I see in this Remy M issue. Does anyone see Remy's perspective on this? It's too late now, end quote. After stepping out on Papo, does she have the right to be this upset? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to don't forget to subscribe before you go. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, terrible men.